was born in Lac-Mégantic, Quebec, where the train derailment happened here, 47 dead. Here in Alberta, there's hundreds of thousands of people not working, right, because we can't expedite the pipeline. It's always a stall one place or another. But you're allowed to buy all this oil from Venezuela and the U.S. to transport oil from the Bucking Field to Irving Oil, killing 47 people. Why can't we build pipeline from here? Use our own resort, our own people, put people to work. When is this going to happen?
Merci pour ta question. And thank you very much for your question. And you're getting at one of the heart of the challenges that we have as a society, as a world. How to move forward responsibly in ways that creates jobs for people, while protecting the environment, while ensuring better outcomes for future generations, and getting that balance right is absolutely essential. So you mentioned the Energy East pipeline. The Energy East pipeline was one that the proponent, who had two pipelines, both the Energy East pipeline and the Keystone XL pipeline, had to make a decision on it. Now, the Energy East pipeline was proposed at a time when oil was up around $100 a barrel, and there were no pipelines getting approved to get our oil to new markets. There was a strong business case for the Energy East pipeline at $100 oils with no other pipelines. And suddenly, when the Kinder Morgan pipeline was approved, yes, approved, and the Keystone XL pipeline got resuscitated and is back on the table, the business case for the Energy East pipeline, according to the company, disappeared. So they decided not to move forward with that. But let's take a step back, because there's lots of questions about pipelines, and that's, I think, goes to the heart of how we grow the economy and protect the environment together. And that question of national interest and provincial interest is one that's in the news very much these days. So let me be fairly straightforward about it. It is the job of the federal government to decide what's in the national interest. And when it comes to energy and pipelines, the natural interest, and when it comes to just about anything, the natural interest is to make sure that the environment and the economy go together. There's people out there who would make you believe that there's a choice to be made. It's either the economy or the environment. But Canadians know that they both have to go together. They both have to, you have to do a strong environment and a strong economy at the same time. So when it comes to pipelines, what is the national interest? Well, there's three parts to it. The first one is we need to get our resources safely and securely to new markets. The fact that we are trapped in the North American or American market with the differential of about $20, $25 is causing huge strain on the Albertan economy and on the Canadian economy. We need to get our resources safely and securely to new markets, and that means the Kinder Morgan pipeline. The second element of it is that if we're going to move forward, we need to have a world-class plan to protect our oceans. We need an oceans protection plan that makes sure that the BC coast and the Atlantic coast are properly protected. That means billions of dollars in investment in search and rescue, in new equipment, in marine protection as we move forward. And the third thing we need is a plan to reduce carbon emissions and fight climate change. So those are the three elements of the national interest. Safe and secure pipelines to new markets, reduction in carbon emissions, and a world-class protection of our oceans. You cannot have any one of them unless you have all three of them. That's what this government gets, and that's what we will stand up for. We will grow the economy in a safe and responsible way. We will protect the environment in a long-term sustainable way, and we will protect our oceans. We are doing all those three things together because we know that that is the only way forward, and that is what Canadians expect. Merci beaucoup, monsieur, pour votre question.